What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are here for more RWBY, Volume 6. Now, um, I don't know what's going on here, but taking a look at Episode 3, The Lost Fable, it's 26 and a half minutes long. The only times we've had episodes this long have been season finales, and those usually end with about 5 minutes of credits because it's the end of the volume. Um, this one probably doesn't. For all I know, this is the longest RWBY episode out there. It probably doesn't have a huge credit roll. We're 3 episodes in, but it's almost 27 minutes long. Uh, so that has me all kinds of curious. I don't know what is going on, but I want to find out. So we are going to jump in, starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ready for the long haul now. I don't, my first assumption would of course be they're going to dedicate at least a portion of this episode to continuing what we left off at, which was of course Salem's backstory, Salem's story. The episode's called The Lost Fable. For all I know, this could be just one massive Salem backstory episode. That would be crazy interesting. I don't know. Oh, and now we know that that lady in the hood is Cinder, so that's one question answered from the opening. But Salem looks like a normal... Yeah, there she is. Who is she? I assume we'll get our answers now. Because we don't know much of anything about Salem. I will say 7 episodes have aired at the time of me recording this. 7 episodes of Volume 6. I hope to probably get as much out over the next couple weeks and maybe start doing live ones at 9 or 10, which I know is the end of the season. This is a shame for me, but...
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing.
Is that Salem's voice narrating her own story? Or is that Jin's voice, maybe? Maybe it was just Jin's voice.
When men and women were capable of greatness, and magic was a gift from the gods that all could wield. And yet there she sat within her tower. Until one day, a legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls. The people of the land...
And everyone's watching this alone. Ozma.
Unlike those who had come before, this warrior was not driven by the prize.
Whoa, wait, we know Ozpin is old.
And his pure heart and courageous soul prevailed.
Is this the original Ozpin? It's gonna be a story of like Ozpin and Salem?
And yet, something bound them together. Ozma had been ready to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And Salem, to her surprise, found her freedom not in the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
The two fell deeply in love, planned adventures around the world, and lived happily ever after. Or at least, that's what should have been.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The infallible hero of legend fell ill, and where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short,
Yeah, but Salem
sickness prevailed.
obviously knows Ozpin, but doesn't seem to like him. So what happened?
The gods, brothers of light and destruction. Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The domain of light was a sacred place.
This volume looks so good. The visuals are just
It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life.
so improved.
It was here where mankind would fall to ruin.
What are you gonna do? Try to bring him back, I'm sure. Save him. Blue.
Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
So, you won't do it then?
To disrupt the cycle of...
That's not fair.
That's not fair!
Let him rest.
No.
The god of darkness.
Oh, okay.
None dared to enter his home, as men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation. And so you must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him.
Ugh. This is...
Salem understood it well.
I was about to say, it looks like the
She
pools
told
where the
him
Grimm
who he
emerge.
was, and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayers, all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Rise, child.
Deal with the devil, kinda.
Rewarded.
Yeah, but what do you have to do to yourself?
Where am I? What is this? Where am I?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
What's the cost? Oh.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
This is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
I will do what I must to maintain order.
Oh boy.
No!
Well, that was a
Bring him back!
You dare
Infinity War kind of disintegration.
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules. We
Oh my
abide by
god.
rules that I now see work ever in your favor.
How many times are they gonna bring him back and leave him?
Pray at my feet before your own, so do you rise to lay your judgment upon me.
Well, this just seems like a family quarrel.
Differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you. The same, however, cannot be said for her. This woman came to me only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology. Allow
She inside of him now? Oh, no, we're back to his pond.
When you first came to me,
What is going on?
you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Immortal?
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. You must learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Salem was a prisoner once again. Her fruitless attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods.
Oh, jeez. So how does she go from this
Gods were not as powerful as they seemed.
to what she is now?
She had lied to them, turned them against one another. They were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or at the very least, she could make them suffer. Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves, and in turn perfect their own design. All they needed to do was destroy their old masters. The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
A great lesson learned.
Who has led you down this path?
'Tis I. Damn. Like every magic spell in the book.
Gift to them, used against me.
Oh. Wow. That's 2D. It went anime there for a second.
You thought there was no greater punishment we could bestow upon you?
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left. You are all that remains of humanity.
This planet was a beautiful experiment, but it is merely
Sorry?
a remnant of what it once was. We will learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
You killed all of humanity because Salem turned some of them against you?
Things of your creators.
Jeez, what is going on? Oh my god.
Once again, Salem was alone.
What?
She cursed the gods. She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself. She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come. Until fate led her back to the land of darkness. This was it. This had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares. If the Fountain of Life granted her immortality, then then surely the pools of Grimm would
Oh.
finally take it away.
What are you doing?
She was
Oh
wrong.
my god. You're about to mess
This
yourself
force of
up,
pure
something
destruction
fierce.
could not destroy a being of infinite life. Instead, it created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction. And in time, she would find her adversary.
But how would he still be around? Where did he come from? How did he come back?
Ozma.
Sorry.
Where am I?
We are between realms. I'm afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother. We have chosen to depart this world, but in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains, and in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again. However, without our presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were. Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity
The
was
4
made.
relics? Yep.
Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you may learn to remake yourselves. If brought together, these 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world.
Oh.
Humanity will be judged. If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence. Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate, but in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
I'm sorry, but that world just isn't as dear to me without her.
She'll be there.
If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
You will not find her there.
You mean she isn't gone?
Salem lives, but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So, will you?
I'll do it.
Very well. Our creation rests within your hands.
And so,
We're getting
Ozma
everything.
was reborn.
One reincarnation after the next until all 4 relics can be combined.
Where am I?
To call the 2 gods back. To judge humanity. I guess this is the first of the people he's gone into.
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are you?
He didn't know.
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different. Creatures known as the Faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages.
Where did everyone come from after all of humanity was
No one
destroyed?
could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as the Witch. During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and monsters. Ozma was convinced that this witch was Salem, and decided he needed to see what she had become.
This is crazy. This is so much to take in. Ugh. Yeah, what is your reaction? You know him.
Call it magic or call it something stronger. But in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
So why?
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Salem, fearing Ozma would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics secret. Though time passed and all seemed well, Ozma's conversation with the god of light still lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Are you surprised? This world
So
is
weird
quite
seeing
literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them.
a calm Salem,
Perhaps that's all they need.
even a happy
What are
one.
you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want, what you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
The hearts of men are easily swayed.
Are they using Grimm to do that by force? No. No. They're helping. Okay. Salem still doesn't look like she does. Something else is gonna go wrong.
The two amassed a following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
Oh my god. Those aren't fall, winter, spring, and summer, are they?
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
What are we doing? This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
It was a miracle. Their children could perform magic. But what
And
should
they
have been a joyous occasion
Reincarnate
was
just
short-lived.
like their parent. They're immortal just like their parent.
Ozma told Salem everything.
Oh my
The true
god.
reason the god of light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
Don't you see? None of that matters anymore. Why spend our lives trying to redeem these humans when we can replace them with what they could never be?
He doesn't want that.
Mommy?
We finally have freedom.
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent in mourning. Many were spent attempting to forget it all. But no matter what, his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with. And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means, Ozma sought out the power of the relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the God of Light.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking.
He asked the 3 questions. Can't destroy Salem. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My camera died there for a second, but let's talk about this. All right, the story of Salem and Ozma. Okay, first of all, this episode blew me away. Insane, completely insane. I loved it. I love what they did. So much was given to us here, and I don't even know if I can remember it all. So, let's try and now. First of all, Ozpin and Salem, lovers from ages ago, turned enemies. Salem obviously being corrupted by the god of darkness's pool. We basically learned what the grand plot is, like what we're working towards in this world, what the purpose of, what our quest is, to get these 4 relics together, to have the return of the god of darkness and the god of light, and have them, restore happiness to the world again. That is the end goal of RWBY as a show. I feel like that seems like our big quest now is we understand completely what we're working towards, what we want, and was Ozpin hiding a lot of information from everyone. But I think the best part is that everyone knows now. Everyone was watching that whole story. So, I think they're implying the original fall, winter, spring, and summer, those 4 children that's who they were. And so that's why they, reincarnate so similarly to Ozpin, is because Ozpin's their dad, and Salem their mother, and they inherited that immortality. And so they are just like, not just like Ozpin. Ozpin basically is a soul that goes into other people's souls, but the maidens simply inherit, the sort of power. The power is immortal, the way it travels down. Anyway, I mean, the fall of Salem, crazy to see. Everything in this world, the entire state of this world that we're in, is the fault of Salem. She essentially shaped the future that we're seeing. Every little bit of it is her fault. And not only that, but she essentially is continuing to just, terrorize the people of this world. She just wants to rule it, and she wanted to rule it with Ozma, but Ozma said no. The relics are important. Bring the return of these gods are important, and that's his goal. And he's been through who knows how many hundreds of lives. Oh, the moon. We saw the moon was the question for forever. We understand that now. But Ozma has been working for who knows how long, who knows how many centuries. He's been at work, millenniums, and only just now getting, that first relic. Of course he didn't want to give it up. Of course he didn't want anyone else to hold it. This is his life's work. This is everything that matters to him for, for as long as he can probably remember. It's the most important thing he could probably fathom, and it makes sense why he's so adamant about not only keeping secrets, but wanting to be the one to handle the relic. And so he has chosen a path and abandoned Salem for it. Salem did not like that. I assume that the four that fall, winter, spring, and summer died during that battle. They showed the stuffed animal on the ground. I think they died during that battle. Their four children, and that just shot off the powers of the maidens into different people around the world, and they just, instantly got lost just like that. This was completely insane. And so great. So great. So much fun to watch. And that'll be it here for me tonight. What a great way to end this off on. So, anyway, thank you all for joining me and listening to me ramble on about this episode, if any of it was coherent. And I will be getting on to episode 4 and the rest of what has premiered already for volume 6, hopefully tomorrow. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next episode.